We're starting this right meow?
Yes.
Right meow.
Yeah. Again, I use that like ironically. And
How is that ironic?
if you use something ironically versus unironically, say you listen to Nickelback unironically, you listen to Nickelback because you like to listen to Nickelback, not to make fun of it.
No.
Whereas I use right meow ironically as in I just say it because it's something that's funny, not because I actually
not
mean
ironic.
that. It's not. It's a term that is like something that people that are younger use.
Oh, so it's a hipster thing.
Sure.
But
Unironic.
right meow is an older term.
Yeah, because I need your license. Right meow.
Right meow.
Oh, are you talking about fucking Super Troopers?
Now you catch on.
I still don't understand this unironically. I'm gonna have to research.
I
this.
just explained it. If you listen to Nickelback unironically,
Ooh, Nickelback.
if you listen to Nickelback unironically, to say that
Jared's gonna love the reference to Nickelback.
Okay.
Ooh, Nickelback.
Yeah. Well, to say that means you listen to Nickelback because you enjoy Nickelback. If you're listening to it unironically.
It sounds like a double negative.
Right.
I'm
I'm confused.
I don't know why you old fucks are confused, but we have to intro this podcast. So, welcome to Mike's Harder After Hours. I'm Colton.
I'm Joe.
And tonight, we have back again the filthy fucking whore Don.
How y'all doing?
So,
I don't understand this unironically bullshit. That's not even a fucking. That's. All right. I did 4 years of English.
I did fucking 6 years of English. I understand English. I understand that it's not correct,
My
and it
senior
doesn't
year
mean.
of college, my senior year of high school, I was taking college English.
Yeah, tell me about
That's
it.
not. That's not a
I
thing.
know that that's not what ironic and unironically means. I'm just saying that's the term that people use now.
So it's like the Haktua.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Also,
Or the catch me outside.
yeah.
Catch me outside. How
Well,
about that?
I mean, to her credit, she's now worth a shitload of money because she got a record deal.
True.
And I find
Cole's
it
trying to get
also,
her number.
I also find it very funny that there have been interviews with her and her mom is like cool with all the shit that she's doing now, which is the same shit that she was doing on Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
But now she's getting paid to do this dumb shit.
Well, she was trailer trash. Now she's mansion trash. So
basically.
her mom's like,
Her mom's like, I got this
whatever.
big ass house to live in, and she's giving me fucking money to spend. I don't give a fuck what she does.
Yeah, I've got like 6 different cars to drive.
Right, but when they were living in a fucking trailer, she was like, I don't like how you're acting. And now she's like, show your tits more on OnlyFans. I'm gonna insert the snippet of that video of Dave right here, and I'm gonna cut out me explaining that. So, yeah, unironically is just if you actually enjoy it.
No, unironically just is not a fucking word.
No.
Unironically is an actual word. Is that what you're hung up on? Because you don't think unironically is a word?
Well, it means it's not ironic.
Right.
And
It's not the right context, but it is a word.
This fucking young generation.
Also, your mic might be a little bit far away. You're a little quiet on the interface.
which one of us?
You. What do you mean, which one of us? Don's basically deep-throating his fucking mic.
No, I'm not.
That's because he's a filthy whore.
You're jealous that I want to deep throat you.
You will.
Oh, wait.
You will after you see those pictures I sent you on the last podcast.
You're a little fucking pinky toe.
Yeah, unironically, that does not even seem like a real It might be a real word.
It is definitely
it probably
a
is a
real
real
word.
word.
But
The definition of it is probably not the way you're looking at it.
But if you go back and look at it, maskne became a word in 2020 in the Webster's Dictionary.
Right.
So
here is dictionary.cambridge.org from Cambridge. The meaning of unironically in English is in a sincere way that does not use or involve irony. As in, you listen to Nickelback because you actually enjoy it, not to make fun of it or because it's ironic to listen to Nickelback in a situation.
So it pretty much means literal.
Basically.
That's fucking retarded.
Quit making me have to cut shit out.
Just leave it in, dude, because that is absolute BS.
It is.
It's a fucking word, and it's a term that's been adopted by younger people. I can't expect old
Why?
fucks to understand.
Do you know what else is a real word? Stoichiometric.
Did you also know that a metric...
Hydrogyscopic. That's a real word, too.
Did you know that a metric fuck ton and a metric shitload are actual units of measurement?
I know that a pinch of shit, my brother and I figured out, because my dad used to tell me that wasn't worth a pinch of shit, and we figured it out.
Yeah.
It's less than...
There's actually a metric shitload,
Yeah.
which is probably part of the unit of shit, as in a pinch of shit.
My brother and I figured out how much a pinch of shit was worth. And because it was one of my dad's favorite things. It ain't worth a pinch of shit.
Yeah, that was my dad's favorite thing too.
Yeah, we figured it out. According to a bag of fertilizer, a pinch is worth just slightly less than 2 cents.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What are you looking up now, Cole?
Pinch of shit.
Yeah, he's gonna try like, oh,
I wanted to see if there was an actual like amount or unit for it. I'm not finding one so far.
Probably not, because I think it was a Bradism.
No, but what came up was the street value of a half a pound of meth on Quora.
You're not cutting this episode short and taking off, are you?
No, I can't. No, it says that it's a $9,080 street value. I can't afford that shit. I gotta buy by the gram. What are you talking about?
Well, you could drive your car up there and walk home.
He's got to rebuild a bike though,
Oh yeah.
so we can make our trip.
Well, that might actually help me. It'll at least help me take it apart.
You would take it apart, all right. Right.
For all of our listeners that don't know me personally, I used to do copious amounts of cocaine, and I used to take apart things in my garage, like trucks and other various
and never
things.
complete a fucking project.
Well, I was too busy doing cocaine. I also didn't have the money to buy the parts that I needed to replace the parts that I took off because I was buying
doing
cocaine.
You know, I'm really looking forward to my sister being here. They live in like super meth country, where like I'm surprised the ATMs aren't taken apart.
Wait, what's super meth country?
Like there's a fuckload of meth everywhere.
It's so rampant out there.
It's like the opioids here.
I was on confused. Like there was a shit ton done in Tennessee.
Yeah, no, there's
for the same reason, because they live in Idaho.
Right.
There's so much open land. They'll go occupy a cabin. They'll go occupy a campers, trailers, whatever, and they'll cook. They'll cook until they're caught. So there's so much freaking meth out there. It is rampant. It's so cheap out there. So I'm kind of looking for my sister and her husband to come on.
Oh, are they going to bring us some meth?
Maybe some fake blue kind from the play set. No,
From
no,
the
they're not
place.
bringing us meth. But
Damn, y'all got those kind of places out there? The cook like your mommy did?
it's the Easy Bake Oven. Hello, Walter White.
It really, and then in the bottom corner it just says shake and bake
Colton
for
wants some
youngsters.
Colton wants some meth. If you're listening.
I'm surprised the military hasn't figured out how to fucking shake and bake meth in an MRE because they got those heat packs.
Shit, no shit.
You would think they could dump a bunch of stuff in those, seal that bitch up,
I miss
shake
the
it.
good old days. Well, I wasn't even alive, but I miss the good old days
good
when,
old days.
when fucking cocaine was in Coca-Cola.
None of us were alive when that happened.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, they need to bring that back. Imagine how much work people would be getting done.
Imagine how many less headaches we'd have.
I didn't have many headaches when I was doing cocaine, just after I stopped.
Yeah, I just couldn't breathe and couldn't poop.
Well, that's because you had it shoved up your ass.
Well, because after I snorted, I couldn't breathe. And I was like, well, I still want to try it one more time.
Probably doesn't help when they don't spit on their finger either.
Never done it.
Don't
It's a
bother.
great time.
I
It's a
don't
great
want-
fucking time. Don't
I
do it.
don't want to. Absolutely
Don't
not.
bother, dude.
I don't want
It's a
to.
fucking waste of money.
I don't want to.
It's a fucking waste of money.
If you can get over
I
the
don't
runny
have.
nose.
I don't have drug money. No, I'm good.
Most people don't have drug money.
Yeah.
People doing drugs generally don't have drug money.
I know somebody who's currently in law enforcement who, this is a female. She dated a guy before she was ever in law enforcement. And the guy rode motorcycles. And they would go bar hopping. And she couldn't figure out why this guy was always sober enough to ride his motorcycle. Turns out the whole time the guy was doing blow.
Oh shit.
Is she hot?
Oh, she's a very good looking person.
So,
Very good looking.
yeah, after she ended up splitting with him, she got into law enforcement and was like, oh shit, that's what happened. So, what's your on your agenda this week, Colton?
Jerking off and working?
Jesus Christ. Always got to take it to the jerking off.
Yeah, that's what I was doing this week.
What about
I might
you,
play
Don?
some video games too. I got a couple podcasts to edit, but other than that, I'm gonna
My week?
He's probably actually going to pound out some ass.
No.
I'm good. Like I'm
Well,
100%
I'm
good
sure
on
it's
pounding
probably
out
gonna
ass.
put into it somewhere, but I gotta go help the girlfriend tomorrow, and I have to go rototill her yard, set her pool up for her. Friday, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, to be honest. But tomorrow, I know I have to go till up my girlfriend's front yard, and so she can set her pool up.
That's a good way of saying you're going to plow her. Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'll try.
It's more like the old farm equipment that you pull behind a horse anymore. It's not quite a plow.
I'm gonna try to plow her, but we'll see what happens as the day goes on.
Oh, fuck. Colton, how many more microphones can we plug into that thing? One or
Max two, but we have to put. If we add more than 4, we have to put lines together, so they have to
Ew.
be tied into other ones.
That would probably screw our sound quality, wouldn't it?
No, it just makes it harder to edit if I have to cut something out before I export it. The sound quality would be the same.
I don't care what it takes you. You won't let me help you, so.
What are you thinking? So what are you thinking?
I actually thought about seeing if Craig could come back on when Eddie's here. Because I got that message from Eddie today saying, damn, Craig goes hard. I'm like, I wonder if those two could banter. That would be fun.
I want to be here. I want to be here for
and
that one.
that's why I want more microphones. That way we can all still be here.
Yeah, we can. I just have to get microphones, and then instead of XLR, it would be XLR to I think that's 2.5. Kind of like for a guitar.
Or Eddie wants to meet Craig bad enough, we could just make them share a microphone, and if they turn their faces fast enough, they kiss each other. And what's wrong with that?
I don't know. Don might get jealous.
Well, he is a filthy whore.
No, I won't get jealous.
I don't want any fist fights over.
I might be the filthy whore, but I can't take care of Craig. He's a big guy.
You hear that, Craig? You're too much for him to handle.
Tubuku.
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 Tubuku. Me love you long time.
No.
Oh, we're definitely getting canceled for that.
Alabama, albino white snake.
Yeah, we're definitely getting canceled for that shit.
Craig's too much for me. He's too big.
Words never said by a fucking gay prostitute.
Oh, so now I'm a gay prostitute.
Well, if you have Johns, then yeah, you're a prostitute. What did you think we've been talking about this whole time? If you're a whore, you're definitely getting paid for it.
Lot lizards are like, I had 6 mortgages. He paid me for the whole thing. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Craig.
Oh, fuck. One of these days, he needs to come over here so I can just teach him how to use YouTube.
It's a depth charge. Dum.
When he comes over, I'll make sure Ethan's here too.
The fuck you will.
Oh, I will.
Red basket bobber.
He's your best friend.
The fuck he is. Oh, God.
You look like you're getting a headache just thinking about it.
It's almost there. He's having such a good time, you fuck.
He's trying so hard to appease you too.
Oh yeah, he is.
He should have fucking thought of that when I tried giving him advice 2 months ago.
How about 10 years ago?
He wants to make you happy.
Tell him to grow a fucking vagina and then go away.
Or rock to it in his hand?
I'm good. I've just recently started dating again, and I already want to fucking quit.
You don't have to date him.
I would have to take him on a date. I'm good.
He'll take you on a date.
I'm fucking good, dude. I can get McDonald's myself.
Damn. You expect he's going to be cheap? Is that what you're saying?
I know for a fact he's going to be cheap. I've seen how much fucking beer he's drank and how much he's replaced.
Jesus.
yeah.
You're brutal, dude. You're brutal.
I told him 2 months ago when he basically told me to fuck off that I was done with it. And I'm done with it. I'm done trying to be nice. But besides you, I was the only one that ever cut him any slack.
I'm still cutting him slack.
Ah, well.
I still think there's ability to catch on and learn. And
There might be, but he's got about 100 bridges that he needs to rebuild.
I think there's hope for the kid. Like, he can actually do good. But just fucking listen and shut his fucking
yeah, you
mouth.
think that until he asks you if you keep your shirt on.
Oh god, that fucking drives me nuts.
the whole yes. I've reinforced this to him a whole bunch of times. Dude, 2 ears, one mouth. Shut your mouth and fucking listen. I've reinforced it. sometimes it works. So, you know, sometimes he listens. Sometimes he doesn't. I don't know. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on him.
I've given up until I see any amount of fucking progress that doesn't get fucking backslid in 2 steps.
In the meantime, watching you guys be fucking mean to him.
Oh, dude, I thought he was gonna cry.
Watching you guys be mean to him is like, oh shit.
I know. The whole time you're like trying to divert attention away from him.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Well, that, but you kept
like
trying to change the conversation topic, and everybody that was here just kept on fucking going.
Last Sunday was fucking hilarious. After you all left,
What?
because Joe was gagging, you know, because of the whole bathroom issue. We turned it all around.
As in,
You know, you've known me for a long time. I'm not a foot person. I don't do feet.
okay.
Ethan is worse than I am with feet.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta send him that so we can throw it up. Doesn't have to be right now, but yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna send it to me. His fucking phone doesn't work.
Well, when his phone comes back.
Oh, that's
on.
right. You don't have Facebook.
No, you'd have to add me on Snapchat.
Oh, add me on Snapchat. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But, yeah, we're sitting here, and he starts running his fucking mouth about shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, go figure.
So, it was just me and Joe fucking around with our feet. We both had our boots and our socks off, throw them on the counter, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll lick your foot, Joe. I don't care.
Y'all are some sick motherfuckers. I don't care how funny the joke is. I ain't licking nobody's fucking feet.
I never put my tongue on Joe's foot, ever.
It's still sick.
But Joe did smoke a cigarette off my foot.
Yeah, I know. I saw the picture, you nasty fucks.
And I thought Ethan was going to puke his guts out.
I'm not giving up on him, man. As much as everybody gives him shit.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
There's potential. Yes.
Yeah. The kid's been around for fucking ever. I've known his mom since before he was born.
I've known this since his knee high. There's potential.
He's got good intention. I really don't want to give up on him. But
the fucking atom bomb had potential too, you know.
It's the biggest firework that Japan ever saw.
Until they didn't.
But when you guys get on him, I can't help but laugh. Because
Well, yeah, because the shit's fucking hilarious.
I get frustrated. Trying to talk to him. You know, like, come on, dude. You can't ask the same question 9 times.
I will give him one thing. Him sitting there and taking it is the only way he's going to learn. Because I had to fucking do that for 2 years before I fucking learned. Granted, 2 years versus fucking 7. But still, yeah.
Yeah.
If he would have just done that in the beginning, he might have been fine.
Yeah, he's...
And that's the other thing is, like, even if he gets to the point where you accept everything and whatever and he's fine, and Don does, and I do, none of the other guys are going to. That's the problem.
At some point, I start to think he actually likes the abuse. Because I don't.
All right. I got to step away. I got to take a call from my son.
Okay.
Tell him
Tell him
love
happy
his
birthday.
semen.
I will.
Tell him to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Both of them.
I will.
Both
Happy
of
birthday, Isaiah. Yeah, I'm not fucking badgering the kid. He's 24 or whatever. But the idea that you guys fucking beat on him. I'm like, it'll be okay. He's like, oh, this sucks. Well, yeah, it sucks, but, this is coming up through the ranks.
The other part of that is most of it is brought on by him.
I understand.
No, I'm not saying like you need to understand, but I'm saying he needs to understand.
No, I get it.
Cool.
Yeah, the idea that
fucking filthy whore.
the filthy whore.
The idea of what?
The idea that he'll never get there. I think he will. I really do. I would have given up a long time ago if I didn't think he would.
I'm not saying he's never going to get there. I'm saying how fucking long is it going to take?
I don't know.
You've got more patience than I do. I think the other thing is if he would just one thing learn to read social cues, I'd be fine.
I think that's actually beyond his scope. And I say that in absolute seriousness. I think that's beyond his scope.
What does he have? Fucking Asperger's? Like,
I
don't know about Asperger's.
Hey, I know you're going to listen to this, and this is not meant as an offense, but I think that at some level, yes. I think that he just doesn't get that. I think he just doesn't get it.
I think if that's the case, then just learning what situations to fucking talk in would be a fucking godsend.
But he has
he has like FOMO.
He has an inclination where he has to talk about every situation, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Where you have to talk about every situation.
No, I mean, I used to be like that. I used to like worry about a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you did.
Well, yeah.
You acted just like him.
I know. And until I learned to internalize and figure things out, for the most part, unless I actually don't know.
You still ask some questions that are kind of dumb. Or
Yeah.
that were already answered in the conversation. Right. But how do I put this? So, like when you're having a conversation with somebody, there are two ways they are receiving what you say.
Yeah.
They're either completely ignoring it and trying to figure out how to respond.
Right.
Or they're actually listening to it.
Right. And then responding after the fact with some sort of thoughtful
and
response.
He's on the scale of, I already have something to say, so I'm not really listening to what you are saying.
See, that's part of my problem with I'll ask questions that have already, because I'm trying to use part of my brain to remember a topic that I want to discuss after the conversation.
Right.
And then trying also to stay in the conversation.
Yeah.
Whereas he doesn't use that second part of the thought process.
That's an exercise. That's not something that's like easy to do.
No, it isn't. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying he needs to practice.
Since we started fucking around with this shit, it's become easier for me. I can actually listen to you and still think, not think, but
keep something in.
I capture part of the conversation that I want to come back to.
Right.
But I'm able to listen to everything you've said without dismissing anything. I don't miss anything. I don't disregard anything. Yeah.
Right.
To all you folks out there that have that issue, you're not alone. There's a lot of people, and some of them are on the fucking radio. There's a radio podcast show YouTube show that I like to listen to, who has a co-host, a host, who she will ask the caller a question, and they will answer it, and she will immediately ask them the same fucking question again, because she's only thinking about her reply and not listening to the caller. That makes me so fucking mad.
Part of my thing is I've been spending more time with the guys than I have in the last couple of years, and it's hard to separate the mental progress that I've gone through in the last 3 years or so from trying to be funny and be a part of the conversation. But I've also been mindful of not doing dumb shit, which most of the dumb shit that I was saying and doing at the time was because I was drinking and doing drugs and whatever other dumb shit I was doing. Whereas now, I don't really drink, don't do drugs. It's a little easier. I think that's another thing is, you know, if he'd stop puffing on that goddamn thing, he might be a little bit more involved in the conversation.
Possibly. Yeah, I get that, you know, weed's legalized, but that doesn't mean they have to get so freaking blitzed.
Yeah.
And Red Basket Bobber, we know you're going to listen to this. This is all said like in kindness.
It's constructive.
It's not said like in ridicule. This is, dude, we've all been where you're at. So, Red Basket Bobber, you need to be the Red Baron. Be Snoopy on top of the fucking doghouse.
Fucking Red Baron.
The Red Baron.
I like pizza.
Of course you do. You're a fat ass.
Fuck off. As soon as you said you need to be the Red Baron, I thought of the fucking Italian dude on the box of the pizza. The Baron's pizza, or is it? It's Red Baron's.
Yeah.
The Red Baron's pizza, the Italian dude that's on the box. That's what I thought of. I was like, he's never going to be Italian.
Man, I used to have an actual fact about the Red Baron, and now I don't.
Like
the actual Red Baron. Because I like to learn new shit all the time. Mm-hmm. At one point, I had a factual thing about the Red Baron, and now it's completely evaded me. It's probably because I've been hanging out with the filthy whore too much.
Probably.
Damn it, Don.
So I don't know if it's true, but I started the intermittent fasting, and I am using this app to track it. And it says, I don't know if it'll actually happen, that if I follow the plan, that I should be at the target weight of 200 that I want to be at by August 25th of next year. That's without exercise, though.
Holy fuck.
What? What?
Where are you now?
About between 3 and 320. I'm just tall. If I wasn't so tall, I would be fucking fat. I would be fucking insanely fat if I was not fucking 6'2".
Wow.
Yeah.
If I was to use one of those apps to find out when it would get me to 220, it would say, you need to go to Taco Bell 9 times a week, and you'll be there by the end of the year.
Oh yeah, dude. If you were my weight, being fucking 5'8" or 5'9" or whatever the fuck it is that you are, I'd be able to roll you around. The height does a shitload for the weight.
Yeah, I think my driver's license says 5'10", but that was because
That's because you fucking lied.
because I was a teenager and I thought I was hot, But yeah, when I graduated high school, I was 135 pounds. The heaviest I've ever been is 180.
Yeah, dude, I was 180 my freshman year.
Yeah.
Granted, though, for my build, 180 wasn't big because of the height. Like, it really wasn't. I wasn't fucking ripped or anything, but I was fairly flat. Now I'm not flat.
Flat like
If I laid down, I was fairly about the same until you hit my dick. Then it was like huge, but fairly about the same distance from the floor, flat. Like I didn't have a belly in high school.
a woman with triple D's lays on her back. She's flat too. And that's like
I'm
40 pounds of boobies.
You know what I mean? Not necessarily laying on the floor, standing up against a wall. I'm just saying, like, the distance from my back to my front was about the same throughout my body, except for the dick because it's huge. Even though we all know that's a lie.
If we're looking at Lego sets.
What? I don't understand what you're talking about.
The Colton penis model comes in a really small box. It's 4 pieces.
Eat a fucking dick.
Yeah, you got it in.
I heard that from the restroom. Oh my god.
Oh, I'll give you that one. That was fucking good. I think I might. I'm compiling stories, but it's taking me a long time to remember them because I don't have drunken recall anymore. But I'm compiling stories so that I can write them and fucking make them into a book.
Oh, because you're getting old?
I'm definitely not getting old, but I did stop doing drugs, and that probably, doing drugs probably didn't help my memory at all. But I've been trying to figure out what to use for the fucking cover. I think a Lego dick set would be fucking hilarious.
I already have it figured out.
What?
It's two clip pieces. No, 3. Sorry, 3 2 clip pieces and 1 little piece. It's a nub.
You're so fucking stupid.
But I'm so fucking right.
I would send you the pictures that I tried to send Don, but you would just go to work and show everybody.
Isaiah says, thanks for the birthday wishes.
Oh, sweet.
Hell yeah.
How's he doing?
Your girlfriend's home. He's doing good.
Good.
He got 100% on one of his tests today or yesterday.
What kind of test do you take in the Navy? How to be a seaman?
No.
You know what he's going to do tonight? He's going to pick up strippers, and you're not.
I'm fucking good on strippers, dude. Like 110% good on strippers.
He's going to go to the bar tonight and start singing and pick up a flight instructor.
Again, all the fucking way good.
He probably doesn't even get the reference. It's okay.
Good.
Are you making a fucking Top Gun reference? Also
Yes.
don't. Also don't.
What, you're trying to peek at the neighbor?
Would you shut the fuck up? I'm not trying to peek at anything. I'm trying to look.
Go close the front door and look through the tinted glass. I mean, if you're that interested.
Right. Like,
Nah. Okay. But yeah, no, you're an asshole for that Lego joke.
you want me to yell at her when she comes out of the
I
car?
do not want you to yell at her. No,
I'll yell at her for you.
I would really prefer if you didn't.
Oh, we would need a two piece clips, 1 3-piece clip, and one piece clip. That would make your penis statue.
I can't imagine this fucking Lego pieces.
It would be kind of like if I dropped a grain of rice.
I'm definitely sending you this fucking picture then. Fuck you.
As soon as she gets the car, I'll yell and say, "Hey, Spandex, come over."
You're so fucking stupid.
Just for you. Oh, door's open.
You guys are fucking assholes.
It probably overmodulated the damn microphone. Oops.
She lets her back door open.
Don't tell him that.
She's coming back out.
All right, can we quit talking about the fucking neighbor lady that I think is very attractive already?
And that he wants to have on the podcast.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to be on the podcast and you heard this, I'd be fucking cool. But wait until I fucking lose some weight.
Damn!
Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm back.
Hey, you're fucking married. Shut the hell up.
I feel like I'm back in high school.
You know what? People that are married don't get to talk shit to people that have been fucking celibate for 4 years and are trying to date and are having a terrible time.
If you keep bringing that up, everybody's going to be like, oh, he's just looking for a pity fuck.
I definitely do not want any fucking sex.
He's a liar.
Dude, I'm trying to find somebody to marry, not just some fucking pity fuck. I'm good.
If she walked over
Go
here,
older and find somebody to bury.
You're fucking stupid.
I know someone.
Yeah. Exactly. 2 doors down from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
In the meantime, she'd satisfy all the other things. You just wait for her to fucking keel.
Nah, dude, I'm good. Again, not saying about my fucking celibacy because I'm looking for sex. I'm saying it as a point to I'm not looking for sex.
Actually, you know what? Let's make this a fucking point.
What?
Like Craig was saying, we talk about men's health, right? We
Okay.
talk about mental
What, you want
health
to talk
and shit.
about like my reasoning for being celibate?
Yeah, let's give this a fucking give this
I
a
agree.
brief over. You've decided I'm not in it to just get my dick wet.
No.
I'm done doing that. I wanna actually focus on a relationship. I think that's actually kind of noble.
I do too.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll give you shit about it. But
Oh yeah, I'll bust your balls about it, but I think that's actually kind of noble. I think that's actually a good thing.
no, I was doing a bunch of. I don't even like saying like doing a bunch of dumb shit sexually because it's not even that I was doing like. I wasn't doing things that were not safe or whatever. I was just more looking for sex than I was looking for a relationship. Mostly because I got fucking dicked over in a relationship. So I was like,
stop
fuck
dating
it.
dudes.
Yeah, thanks. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to try and get pussy. And I spent fucking 2 years just trying to get pussy. And I got pussy. I have no problem getting pussy. It's the fact of like, none of the women that I was having sex with were anybody that I would want to be in a long-term relationship with. And if they were, I didn't care because I just wanted to have sex. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a break. It was going to be like 6 months. And then I realized that I was making a lot more personal growth, not having to worry about trying to date or trying to have sex. And so I just continued, and then I made the decision that I'm not going to sleep with anybody unless it's somebody that I plan on being in a long-term relationship with or marrying.
Well, you bring this up almost every podcast. That's why I said let's just fucking talk about it.
Well, yeah,
'Cause-
because there's always some fucking point of it's always a joke. It's not like it upsets me or anything, but there's always a joke of like, oh, go wants to get his dick wet. I don't, and it's kind of hard.
I kind of think you put a shower cap on it when you get in the fucking tub. just to prove a point. Like, I'm not getting it wet.
No, but there's always some point to it, and like even in like dating, women get really weird about that. About me being celibate. They're like, well, what's wrong with you? I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, I don't have to worry about getting fucking STD tests. And any fucking person, obviously, I know how much sex you've had. I know that you haven't fucking been tested regularly enough for the amount of sex that you've had. But any person that's not, you know, I've had sex with like 13 people or 12 people. I don't fucking remember the exact amount. But it's around that number, and I've been tested 7 times. I'm not trying to catch some bullshit.
I actually think it's I actually think what you're doing is a good thing, and I
do. I agree with it.
I bust your balls, dude. I bust your balls about it, but I think what you're doing is actually a good thing. The upcoming people they're doing what you did. They're doing what I did.
Right.
They're going to, you know, go
Everybody
through.
just wants to fuck anymore.
They're going to go through.
They're going to experiment.
They're going to go through multiple partners.
They're going to experiment.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Dating is. I'm convinced that dating is fucking like dead. I'm convinced that there's like 2% of the population that even wants to actually date, monogamously date.
Yeah. Most of it's.
I'm gonna date so that I have this person that I can spend time with.
If you come over tonight, I'll put my kid to bed. We can quote unquote watch a movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or I'm gonna date so that I have this person that I don't seem like a slut with, but I'm still fucking people on the side. It's a bunch of bullshit like that, and it's fucking hard to try and date.
See, I like to go back to the men's health, like.
Oh, dude, my mental health was shot when I was just trying to get pussy.
I want to go back to that because, you know, I've always thought my mental health was pretty good. And I moved down to Tennessee, talking to some people down there at our VFW down in Tennessee. I met a guy. He's a veteran. He was also a firefighter. And he knew I was a firefighter. As we got talking.
Yeah.
Like, us guys, like, we don't talk about our problems.
No.
We don't talk about problems.
No, especially not to women. Most of the time, though.
I don't talk about the things I've seen in the fire department to anybody that
hasn't
is
been,
not a firefighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, we need a place to talk.
Yeah, and I think the other problem is that society is pushing in a direction where they want men to be more open and talk about their feelings, but they also, at the same time, don't give a fuck about your feelings. And it's this weird, like, gray area of that women want you to be feminine with them enough to talk about your problems. But and the other thing is, it seems like a lot of the time it gets thrown back at you during a fight. Which, I'm not saying that men don't do it as well, but I've just experienced a lot of, like, women will throw some shit back in my face. And it's like, I told you that because we were having a deep conversation. I didn't tell you that so that you could fucking use it to win an argument.
Well, I know Joe knows. I wear a bracelet on my wrist because of things I've gone through in my past. So I have a bracelet, 22 a day, which is, there's 22 veterans a day commit suicide. I was given it to me by the guy I was talking about. He's a firefighter. He's actually a firefighter now, but he's also a veteran. Him and I talked after my divorce. Yeah, I was down the dark road.
Right.
I actually had my gun to my mouth. I was gonna end my life. Like, I didn't give a shit.
Well, I'd just like to
Good
stop
thing
you.
you lost that fucker over the river.
Well,
I would just like to stop you for a second and say that I'm glad that you didn't.
I'm glad I didn't too. But you know, like, as a man, who do we go to?
It's hard. There's not many people that you can go
Right.
to that aren't going to look at you as weak.
So, as Huffman was talking, yeah. All right. You want to air your shit out? Air it out. Let's talk about this.
Right.
Since I've had that bracelet on my wrist, I'm good. I'm great.
Right.
I've taken that bracelet off once in my life. I've given it to another person who needed it more than I did. I bought another bracelet. And I will buy more bracelets. And more bracelets. If somebody needs it, absolutely.
Right.
You want someone to talk to? Come talk. Like, I really felt when,
Hell, if you
when
need
Craig
somebody
when Craig talked about that, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we need a place to air our stuff out. Like,
Hell, if you
Men's
guys
health?
need something or somewhere to, talk about things, you could send an email.
Men's health, like, we're supposed to be the man. We're supposed to be, the hardcore.
Yep.
Hey,
My shit. I don't tell my wife.
we
I don't tell
bottle.
my wife anything. I fucking hold it in.
We're men. We're gonna bottle that shit up until we break.
blow up.
Until we break.
Yep.
But then where do we go to? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what ends up happening is we hold it in until we blow up, and then we're the asshole.
Well, that's
You
what I'm
know?
saying. Like, that's where we
So-
break.
Yeah.
So either we're gonna physically blow up, we're gonna mentally blow up,
Or we're just gonna fucking check out.
or we're checking out. And
Yep.
I don't want that. I don't want that from anybody.
Yeah.
Like, you need help. You want to talk. Hit any of us up. Any of us.
There are days when I need somebody to fucking talk me off the ladder. You know? I come to you.
I've been there with you numerous times.
I come to you. I've come to
Right.
I've come to a couple of the different guys.
Right.
You know? Because there isn't who the fuck do you trust?
Yep.
Well,
know?
that's just like when I was talking about, you try and talk to a person that you're dating. It's hard to trust people with information.
It is.
Because, like I said, is it going to get thrown in your face when you're in an argument?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I told you that when I was weak,
Yep.
and now you're using it to win a fucking argument.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like Craig said, if you got issues you want to talk about,
Fuck, I don't have the answers, but goddamn it, I'll listen.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not a military veteran. I'm a firefighter, or ex-firefighter, I guess, because I got to put it that way. I'm an ex-firefighter. I've seen a lot of shit,
Well, when I
and
went,
there's still things that give me nightmares. But I got people I can talk to now.
when I went up to the hospital and told them I just need somebody to talk to, that doctor that fucking diagnosed me with dissociative disorder and dismissed me, dude, if he would have come in and just sat down,
If people would have sat down and said, "Hey, what's going on, brother?"
dude, if he'd have talked to me,
He would have talked to you like a person.
yep,
You would have let it out.
oh yeah, fuck yeah. We either would have been enemies or we'd have gone to get a beer by
Right.
the end.
At the end of the
'Cause-
story, yep.
Yep, because I just needed a release. I needed
Yep.
somebody to vent.
The things I was going through after my divorce, it was good for a little while, and then things really started hitting me, and I was like, my 2 daughters were gone. I had my son, but my girls were gone.
Yeah.
I had people I could talk to, but I wasn't comfortable. And I come home every day, and my kids ain't there. Hit me hard. And I'm like, yeah. And then it got worse and worse. Like, who do I talk to?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be the man. I'm supposed to be like...
Yeah, we're supposed to just swallow it.
I'm supposed to be the shoulders, like, suck it up, buttercup.
I don't mind being the shoulders. I don't mind being the one that carries the burden. But at some point...
you got to release that to someone.
Yeah. And if you can't release it to your spouse or your significant other, it's got to go somewhere. If it doesn't go somewhere, you're going to explode on somebody around you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as JD likes to say, somebody's going to catch an ass whooping that wasn't meant for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Case in point. Guy that used to work for me. He was a fuck up, and I could have fixed him. He was a fuck up, and I could have fixed him. But I'd just gone through a fucking divorce, and he was pissing me the fuck off. He wasn't listening to me.
Right.
I executed his ass. You no longer have a motherfucking job. I got so fucking mad at him.
Yeah.
I could have fixed it. I could have. I really could have. He wasn't a horrible guy. I mean, he was young and he smelled bad and he couldn't comb his hair and didn't do his laundry well. But he showed up every day and he did the fucking job.
He was just annoying.
He just didn't care about the job. I could have fixed that. But I fucking blew up at him. And it was because of what was going on. And I couldn't tell anybody.
Right.
Right.
I think the whole world just needs a little bit more understanding. It's hard to look at things, you know, if you think about it, it's weird to think that everyone has just as complex of a life that you do. You know, because you see people from the outside, you don't think about what they're thinking about.
It's kind of like you watch TV, right? And you watch all these actors and actresses on TV, and you don't realize that they go home and they vacuum the carpet,
Right.
and they wipe down the counters and they do dishes. You're
Well, unless they're, you know, good actors and then they pay somebody to do that.
well, disclaimer. I don't vacuum my floor, and I don't clean my counter. My mom does that stuff for a living, so I pay her. I don't make her do it for free. My mom cleans up after me, and I'm 46 years old.
Yeah, but now she's being paid to do it.
But yeah, you watch this stuff and you listen to people on, you know, podcasts and stuff, and you're like, you don't realize these people still have the same
Problems.
That person goes home and cleans the toilet.
Right.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you think about, like, Robin Williams. Who the fuck would think that Robin Williams is going to fucking kill himself?
Dude, he seems so damn happy because he was a comedian.
Right.
But he was making us all laugh. And on the inside, he was dying.
Right. Yeah, I've actually...
I get that one 100%.
Oh, so do I. And I can tell you why. Some of the deepest, darkest depressions I've ever been in were some of my funniest fucking times. I had the best fucking jokes. But in reality...
They were fucking true.
Yeah, they were morbid as fuck. But
Right.
they were true.
Yeah.
Well, and me, you know, I made the best out of my life. Yeah, I had a lot of dark in my life. Absolutely. But I'm not going to let people know that.
Yeah, because who do you tell?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I was going. Like, I want to get more in the whole. Us men need to be able to have someone to talk to.
One of our friends actually brought his gun over here, and it has since been stolen by fucking Colton's gopher. For the reason that he had actually thought about using it on himself.
Well, I did that. I personally have done that myself before I moved back here. Like I said, I had my pistol in my mouth. I was gonna do it, and I gave it to my brother, and I said, Carl, this is in my mouth. I was gonna end my life. Take care of this. I need to deal with my shit. But I'm also one like, I can't talk about what's going on.
I'm not starting it yet, but I looked into BetterHelp, the app for therapy. The only thing is, it's fucking expensive. Which, I mean, comparatively, if I were to...
What's the Dr. Phil app?
I don't know.
Because that would...
Well, I thought part of the BetterHelp thing would be covered by insurance. But there's no way to put in my insurance information in. So I don't know how that works. I got to look a little bit more into it. But if I was to compare it, it's about $150 if you were to go to a therapist per session.
Right.
So if you're going to go twice a month, it'd be $300. This is like $275 a month because it's broken up by week. It's like $70-some a week or $80 a week or something along those lines. But this is, if I have something happen at work and I am freaking out, I can chat with my therapist in real time. Like, I can send them a message and they will get back to me within 15 minutes or something. So there's more benefits to it.
For me, is I don't want to pay a therapist. I just want someone to talk to.
Yeah, but as much as I want somebody to talk to, I've spent a long time with this being celibate, internalizing and trying to figure out
celibate shit again.
Oh, fuck off!
You're talking sexually. I'm talking
just let me hold on. I've figured out how to internalize because I wasn't dating anyone and I wasn't sleeping with anyone and I didn't have, I was being alone more. So I was figuring out how to figure out those problems and work on my mental health myself and internalize things without bottling them, just compartmentalizing instead of bottling them. But now I want to grow more mentally, which is where a therapist is going to help because I don't fucking know psychology and I don't know anything about
I don't know about psychology, but I was with the same person for 21 years.
Right. And I'm sure that you guys talked about things, didn't you?
Probably not. After the first 5-6 years, you're on autopilot.
I didn't tell her about the things I've seen in the fire department. She doesn't tell me about things she's seen in the nursing.
See, and I'm of a different, there's a lot of things that I don't talk to my family about, but when it comes to not my family, I'm a very open person. I'm an oversharer, if anything.
I'm an open person. Yes, I am. But Joe's just recently learned a lot of shit about me recently that he has had no clue about.
Yeah, I don't know that I have anything like that.
I'm a fucking slow burn. I'm a smoldering fire. I don't talk about something until it gets me to a point where I'm ready to fucking explode.
That, or unless we're sitting here and we're fucking drunk as shit and we start getting into some deep conversation.
But that's where, again, like Craig says, we have to have a place that we can talk about things.
Yeah.
You know what the fucked up part is?
What?
Everybody that listens to this as listening to our intimate.
I
that's
don't
kind of the
care.
point. That's kind of
I
the
don't
point.
care if people know about my past. I don't care.
But that's also kind of the point, is that like to spread
I-
awareness for people needing to advocate for themselves. And
I'm willing to share, like, yes, I had a fucking pistol in my mouth. I don't care. If you feel you have to do that, contact one of us.
yeah, the email is always open, or you can hit us up on one
Come
of the social
fucking
medias.
talk to one of us.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've all had a bad history in our lives. Absolutely. Let's talk it out.
Yeah. I don't have any military history. I don't even have any fire department or paramedic history.
You've had a traumatic history.
I have had a traumatic
You had a
history.
traumatic history. Yes, you will. You had that.
That shit has fucking it's put a scar on me, and it's put a label on me. It's hard to get past that shit.
Right.
You know?
But we all need to, we all need to band together, and we're here.
This sounds like a fucking circle jerk.
Kinda.
And Colton could use it because he's been celibate for 4 years.
I will say the celibacy has been fine. Me quitting watching porn like almost a month ago now, that was pretty difficult.
Dude, that is a fucking massive addiction.
Yeah.
Of which,
Well, the other part of that is like trying to go from watching porn to jerking off with my imagination. It's kind of a bitch. My imagination isn't what it used to be. It isn't what it was when I was like fucking 12 with nothing to watch and nothing to think about other than what's in my head.
I read a confession on X today. Guy said he found the UK's version of Montgomery Ward. He jerked off to the underwear section of this Montgomery Ward catalog he found in the attic, only to find out years later that his mom was one of the underwear models.
That's fucking
Oh, God.
hilarious. That's hilarious. Some days having a dead mom pays off.
Other than powder in my garden.
Fucked. On that note,
How many catalogs do you have of his mom?
All of them.
on that note, we're out of time. So if you guys need somebody to talk to, you want to fact check us, you want to fucking be a guest or give a suggestion, hit us up at the email. It's at Mike's Harder Podcast at gmail.com.
Please, guys, if you guys need somebody to talk to, just reach out.
Absolutely.
We might bust your balls, but we'll listen.
I would tell you to eat a dick, but it kind of ruins the moment. All right. I'm Colton.
I'm Joe.
I'm done.
Catch you guys on the next one.